Greetings in the name of Yahuwah and his son Yahushua HaMashiach. My name is Malak Shalomo. Today is the 25th of October 2023. The time is 13:51. That's 1:51 p.m. Eastern Time. And excuse me. I'm gonna break down a trade I did today. I went heavy on a trade that I did today, which was the breakdown of this auction support level. And all right, let's jump into where this trade all started, or where the Wycoff structure started. So we have preliminary stop here. That was at let's see, that was the 20. Let me make this a little bigger. Hold on. Right, so that's the 27th of September. We had the preliminary stop. Excuse me. And then we had the secondary stop here. We had the automatic rally, sorry. Hold on one second. Right, so we had the automatic rally that created the auction resistance level here at, let's see, 43.71.50, right? So after that, we pulled back, we created the secondary stop. That's this level here. And let me just point out, so the automatic rally was on the 29th of September. We had the secondary stop here at the 4th of October, sorry. Created a secondary stop. We also had a secondary test right here at the 6th of October, and then we pushed up. And this is phase B. So phase A was when we created the secondary stop. This is phase B. This is phase B right here in a distribution. I would say it's a redistribution auction. And we pushed out of phase B and we broke above, right? So this could have ended up being like a really fast reversal, right? If it was accumulation. But then we broke back into the structure. We kind of auctioned above the structure, redistributed above the structure, and then broke back into the structure, right? So we broke back into the structure at the 18th of October. So we broke back into the structure the 18th of October, and we retested the resistance on the 19th. Right, so as we broke down now, we're in a downtrend within the auction, within the redistribution auction. So hold on, let me just do some real quick, because those alerts are going off and making too much noise in my headphones. Hold on. All right, my bad. So now that we break down from the auction resistance, the retest on the 19th, we had this downtrend until, let's see, we broke the auction structure right here, the auction support at let's see here, on the 23rd of October, right? So we broke down and I started to create another auction phase, which is phase A, this being the preliminary support. Let me just point that out. Right, so that being the preliminary support, this being the secondary, well, this is the preliminary support. This was preliminary support number 1. This was preliminary support. We had the automatic rally, and then we moved into phase B after we had like a very shallow secondary test or secondary support, right? So this was looking kind of bullish right here, because this was supposed to, according to the theory for phase A, we're supposed to come back down around the secondary stop or the preliminary stop, right? But this secondary stop here was very high, so it's looking like entering into phase B, we're looking like we're going to break out, but we came back up to the resistance, pulled back, and then started slowly auctioning lower, right? So with this here, we broke the support of the bigger time frame auction, right? This is the bigger time frame auction, and this is the smaller time frame auction here. I think I did this on like the 15-minute. So while we started breaking down in phase B, we broke the actual auction support here, right? The bigger auction time frame, and that's how we got this push down here to break even the auction support of this smaller time frame auction, right? In phase B. So on the bigger time frame, we're in phase D, I mean phase C, and on the smaller time frame, we're in phase B, which is supposed to be a volatile area, right? And this is basically, let's see here. So on the bigger time frame, the bigger auction in phase C, this is basically a shake, right? So these are stop runs below the auction support level at 42.36, right? So we're getting some shakeouts here, and if it's an accumulation phase, we'll probably bounce back up. But if it's redistribution, we're probably looking at going back down to this prior accumulation support level from March to June at 41.60, right? So we might be going back down to test that level. So with that being said, I actually took a bunch of trades today that didn't work out too good, but the last trade on the breakdown of the support here at 42.42. All right, let me go to the chart here. So let's see here. This is where I started to take this trade at 42.22.25, right? So let me just pull this back up, 42.22.25. And again, this is the 1 hour chart. So let's see here, 42.22.25. Right, so around this level here, when we broke down the support level here of this candle, which was 42.24.50. That's when I decided to add to the short, because we already broke this major support here of the bigger time frame auction at 42.35.50, and we had the push up, the retest here of 42.48.75, and then we pulled back down, and then we're continuing lower, right? So this is where I decided to enter the shorts at 42.24.25. So my entry was, first entry was 42.22.25. Added to the position a bunch of times here, right on the way down on this wick. Then we came back up here. This candle pushed up, so somewhere at the top here we didn't clear the highs of this candle at 42.25.50. So we came up to 42.24.50, basically testing the bottom of the support range. So I added here again at 42.22.75 and rode it down. We had some volatility here, then looking like a reversal, then this doji candle right here, and I could see, okay, this is looking for continuation, so I added again here at 42.18.50, added again here at 42.17.25, 42.15, right? So basically ended up with like about 168 micros, because I just loaded the boat on this test of this area here. This I was looking to get like the breakdown to, let me just pull out this chart here, and let me just show you some real quick. All right, so this is the weekly Camarilla S3 level at 41.99. We actually found support here at 42.04. So I was trying to get down to like 4200 or 4202, but we stopped at just a little before. But the reason I stopped out was because of this, right? So let me just circle that here. So with so many contracts I had, right? If I had let it continue to get to this level here, I would have probably hit, this is a new evaluation account, so I would have probably went over 9,000, and I don't know if well, today I actually made probably more than 7 trades, but I think you gotta trade a minimum of 7 days as well, or something like that. So you gotta make, I think it's 9 trades before you hit the target, 9 or 7 trades, and I think you have to trade more than 7 days consecutively. Not too sure on that. On the Apex Trade funded trading accounts, this is the evaluation rules. So I probably made enough trades in and out today, but then again, I wanted to stop out just to make sure I don't break any of the rules and waste the evaluation, you know. So this right here is what 7,438.75. So I roughly have like about 2,500 to go. Yep, I think that's about, no. My gosh, my maths is horrible. So this is about 1,500 to go, right? So that's why I stopped out right there. And let's see, during this week, I might clean up the rest of that and probably get funded by Friday. Not really pushing it too much because I have a nice cushion here already. So, you know, took a big risk on the breakdown of this on this structure right here. So let me go back to right. So took a big risk on the breakdown of the structure for us to get a false breakout out of, or like a shake, right? Out of the structure. And we did get that little shake out of the structure right there. We ended up at 4203.75. And that was my trade for today. I basically had a bunch of other trades today as well. Basically in and out, getting chopped up in the shake. This was actually a good trade though. I actually took, where was it? Where was it? So I was looking at this structure here as an, hold on. Right, I was looking at this structure right here as an automatic rally, right? So we have the preliminary stop right here, the automatic rally, and then I'm looking at this now as the secondary stop, right? So if we're just trading this mini structure right here on the 5-minute chart, this is a secondary stop area, and we're supposed to push back up from here, right? We're supposed to move back up. But if not, it's gonna keep on redistributing to the downside. Like I said, we're probably gonna hit a prior accumulation. I think it's at 4160. So I actually took this trade here. Where is it? Right, I took some scalps here from short here to here. Right, I took this one here and got stopped out. And this one here is where I started to really take the short again, going for the automatic rally. I mean the secondary stop, right after the automatic rally. So if I had stayed consistent with my thesis, I could have entered short here after the automatic rally and covered all of this here. But it's a little difficult, like sometimes with the pullbacks like here, to kind of stay in the trade. So risk management just stopped me out, you know. And yeah, that was my trade for today. So we're up 7,400 to the 8.75, 1,500 to go. And tomorrow is another day. Let's see if we could clear out some of that and get up to 159,000 or 9,000 is the target. So trying to get up to 9,000 on this 150K evaluation account and start up another live. All right, y'all. It's another PA account. Sorry. So it's Malak Shalomo. Hope y'all enjoyed the recap. Let me just switch over here. I was also using Bookmap today a lot. So this you can see is the breakdown here. Breakdown of structure for 42.16. We had some nice stop runs going on here. Let me see. Right, so this is actually the breakdown here, 42.23 or 42.21, 42.22, somewhere around here, right? We had a big stop run with a nice breakdown, the retest. All right, let me open that up a little bit. Right, so you can see here we had the breakdown here, we had the retest, and then the continuation downwards. And as you can see, sometimes with the risk management, when you break down after we broke down to this level here around 42.17, we had this big pushback up to 42.22, which is really retesting the breakdown structure again, right? So this little gap here where we had this big short sweep or stop run, you can see here is a major player just slamming on the shorts, and we have to go down to collect the demand because it's swiping the book, right? So it's leaving a gap. So when you leave a gap like that, you kind of get this retest or this retest right here. You see we came back and we just auction in between this level here. So that's clearing up unfinished business. And then we get the retest here again, right? So that's why I couldn't really stick into this trade because this could have just went the other way and just keep going, right? So then we broke down here again to 42, 14.25 roughly. Had the retest again, right? So it's kind of tricky to stay in this short trade. And then we finally here started to get a breakdown. And that's when I took my short from, well, actually I stuck in my short here around 42.22. Let's see where my entry was again. Actually, it was 42. First entry was 42.22.50 at 12:45. 42.22.50 at 12:45. And on a 5-minute chart, that's saying 12:45, but it could have started at 12:40, to be honest. So somewhere around here when we started to break down, that's when I took my short and started to add to the position, right? So you can see here on the chart. Right, so you can see we had the pullback here. If you look on Bookmap, you can see the pullback as well, right? So I just held until we hit our target, until I stopped out here at 42.09. Right, and I stopped out somewhere around here, right? So we started to pull back and I stopped out. And that was my trade, y'all. So it's Malak Shalomo. Y'all trade safe and stay blessed, and I'm going to see y'all tomorrow.